Welcome to Gooseberry Science and Education videos. When you think about the Netherlands, what comes to mind? Go on, picture it. I'm willing to bet it's something a lot like this. This, right? Of course, the classic postcard. You've got these endless fields of bright tulips and a big, beautiful windmill standing watch. It's the image we all have of Holland. But you know what? That's really just scratching the surface. Because what if this pretty picture isn't really about flowers and quaint scenery at all? What if these famous icons are hiding a much different story? One about a desperate struggle for survival and just incredible human ingenuity.
And that's exactly what we're going to dive into. Because those windmills, they aren't just decorations. They're actually the key to unlocking the entire Dutch identity.
Yeah, forget quaint. Think weapons. These were the actual tools, and I guess the trophies, from a war that's been raging for almost 1,000 years. The battle between the Dutch people and the sea itself.
See, to really get the Netherlands, you have to understand its wild relationship with water. A huge chunk of the country is, believe it or not, below sea level. It's a nation that, logically, probably shouldn't even exist. And yet, here it is, thriving.
Their secret weapon in this fight was something called a polder. Basically, a piece of land that they literally stole back from the sea. The plan was audacious. You build these massive walls, called dikes, and then you just pump all the water out. And what was the engine that powered those pumps? You guessed it. The windmill. It was the high-tech solution to their biggest, most existential problem.
Now, this constant battle with the water, it had real human consequences. Take the Zuiderzee Museum. It's a memorial to a way of life that completely disappeared after the Dutch dammed a huge inland sea back in 1932. Sure, the project created tons of new farmland, but it also wiped out the local fishing economy. It was this massive trade-off, safety and land in exchange for a way of life that was centuries old. This is the official motto of Zeeland, a province that was once just devastated by a flood. It means, I struggle and emerge. And honestly, I can't think of a better phrase to capture the whole Dutch national character. It's the spirit of resilience that comes from literally fighting to keep your head above water.
But here's the really cool part. That struggle didn't just create land. That same intense, practical problem-solving mindset, it also fueled this incredible explosion of culture, connecting Dutch engineering directly to its amazing art.
I mean, this says it all, right? On one side, you've got the incredible meticulous detail of a Vermeer painting from the Dutch Golden Age. And on the other, you have the meticulous, world-changing engineering of reclaiming land. It's the same mindset, isn't it? A deep focus on precision and getting every single detail exactly right, whether you're painting on a canvas or building a dike. So this innovative spirit just became this continuous thread running through Dutch history. The ingenuity they needed to manage water created a culture that valued science and detail and new ways of seeing the world. And that mindset, it led directly to masterpieces in art and a powerful legacy in science.
And you can still see the spirit alive and kicking today at Amsterdam's Nemo Science Museum. It's not some dusty old place where you just look at things. No, it's all about doing. You get to use real lab equipment, watch these giant chain reactions bring physics to life, and even explore the search for alien life. It's hands-on, it's curious, it's playful, a direct descendant of that original Dutch ingenuity.
Okay, so we've seen how geography shaped their character, but could you, taste it? Well, turns out you absolutely can. The history of this place is baked, brewed, and bottled into its one-of-a-kind food and drinks. And this isn't just a random pile of delicious snacks. Nope, every single one of these tells a little piece of the Dutch story, reflecting everything from their history as global traders to their deep local roots. All right, let's do a quick tour. Speculous biscuits, they're packed with spices like cinnamon and cloves that basically scream Dutch trading empire. Haagsche, these coffee candies, were literally invented for a baron in The Hague. Even the Zaanse mustard comes from an area famous for its industrial windmills. And then there's licorice, or drop as they call it. It is a full-blown national obsession. Sweet, salty, you name it. And of course, there's more than just beer to drink. The Dutch have Genever, which is kind of like the ancestor to modern gin, and all these unique regional spirits, like the herbal Barenberg. Totally distinctive flavors, all born from a specific place and its history.
So really, when you put it all together, the big idea is this. The story of the Netherlands isn't about a people who just adapted to their environment. It's about a people who straight up created it. They imagined a country where there was only water, and then they just willed it into being.
That constant, relentless pressure from the sea forged a national soul, one defined by resilience, by ingenuity, and this incredible creativity that you can see in their art, their science, And yeah, even in the food they eat.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. The Dutch were defined by their struggle with the sea. What about you? What powerful force of nature, whether it's mountains or desert or ice, has shaped the culture and the soul of the place you call home? Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. We are already working on a new topic to spark your interest.